over here. We have much to discuss, you and I.
Yes, that's just in line with the third law of arcanodynamics. Excellent.
Ah, excellent. You got my message. Apparently that little creature isn't completely useless. Banekin can be such children. I hope you've nothing pressing. We could be here. I can't be strutting around the city wearing my imperial regalia, can I? Your concern about my fashion sense is touching but irrelevant. I've called you here for a reason. If we are to determine a course of action, we need more information. By now, it should be clear your prophet Emperor brought these catastrophic events upon us. Everything that transpired is his fault. Granted, Minimarco can be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to be. We all believed him when he said we could change Varen's bloodline with the Amulet of Kings. You saved Varen's life when you rescued him in Cold Harbor. In return, he lied to you about his true identity. Varen wants to assemble a new group of companions in the vein of the original five. Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his. Superstitious nonsense, but he is quite correct on one point. We need to find Sai Sahan. In the chaos following the Soul Burst, Sahan stole the Amulet of Kings and fled the Imperial City. We're going to need that relic, and he is the only one who knows its current location. He was captured by Minimarco's agents and taken to an undisclosed location. We need to find out where he's being held. Minimarco keeps his most secret documents at Norvalk, a hidden lair of Daedric cultists in the Stormhaven countryside. We must travel there and search for clues. Travel to Stormhaven's eastern reaches and look for the Norvalk ruins. I will be waiting. If I can endure Titanborn's inane prattle, I can survive your politicians? Ah, don't sound so smug about it. Clivia. She is comfortably lodged in Minimarco's pocket, along with my nephew, Jabard. I doubt they've given my disappearance a second thought. Ah, fair Clivia.
Bandits are burning the fields! Help! Help us save the Abbey.
This place smells worse than the harbor. Travel to Stormhaven.
I can and I shall. Where is the Amulet of Kings?
You cannot break the will of a son of Yakuda. I spit on you.
So, Sahan is alive and he has not been broken. An important piece of the puzzle, to be sure, but where is he being kept?
The Amulet of the Kings of Glory, an artifact of the Divines, a badge of office for the ruling emperors of Cyrodiil, and the key to my ascendancy. Yet it eludes me. Exploiting its power to bring about the calamity of our age was intoxicating. It made me aware of the limitless possibilities available to one strong enough and fearless enough to use it to achieve his own ends. The amulet has the power to create or destroy, but it also has the power to undo the damage caused by the soul burst, to mend the tear in the barrier between Nirn and Oblivion. I must recover it before some fool fixes that which must remain broken.
He knows of our plan to use the amulet to set things right. We must rescue Sahan before he can be...
Strike! Now!
My wife will never know what happened. Take word to my wife. Augustine Derone should know I didn't make it.
Now, kill!
The Red Guard's iron will cannot be overcome with standard interrogation techniques. Physical tortures appear to be useless. I have therefore instructed the Daedra to move Sai Sahan into the halls of torment. The Duchess will be most pleased to have a new guest. His flesh is strong, but perhaps her tortures of the mind will break him. I have come too far to allow this upstart sword master to steal my plans. I will find the amulet, one way or another.
This is the information we've been looking for. At last. Oh yes. It's Cold Harbor's most nefarious. It's an effective tactic. Of course I can.
Bless my eyes, if it isn't the Scourge of Blackheart.
Yeah. What's wrong? You look like you've seen a wraith.
An unexpected visit. What brings you back, Vestige? At last! Where can he be found? Well done. I was going to say that a river flows and we are slaves to its current. When Tharn returns, we will combine our resources. We will find a...
Cork in it, Tharn. Sai's my friend. Probably the best friend I have. If the Vestige is going, I'm going too.
Yes, I see. And you are the most qualified. Why? Is it your superior knowledge of Cold Harbor? Your expertise in dealing with Daedric entities? Or is it simply the unrequited puppy love you feel for that shirtless mammoth?
The time has come for another foray into oblivion, Vestige. We have, indeed, Abner Tharn and I, our friend, has suffered. We have been able to... Dearest Abner...
What's wrong? What did Varen say? Then your choice is clear. I've known Sai Sahan longer than anyone. I should be the one to go. It's your decision. Just thank you. You won't regret it. Back in the Cold Harbor slave pits, the Shriven used to whisper about the Halls of Torment.
Go with Lewis. Save Sai Sahan from the Halls of Torment.
Amulet of Kings!
Tharn's voice. What is he doing here?
Where is the Amulet of Kings? Tell me, or I'll gut you like a fish with your own sword. Singer, son.
How touching. Your friends are here to see. Pity they arrived too late. It's time for your next round of torture. You'll enjoy this one.
Sai was right there. We had him. We were so close. Tharn was always mocking Sai, making jokes at his expense. Sai never responded, but I know it hurt him deeply. The Daedra must have sensed that. On the plus side, a doppelganger with Tharn's face was... The Sword Singers are legendary. They were a group of Red Guard sword masters, wiped out in the First Era by the Yokudan Emperor Hira. Sahan spent years trying to resurrect their lost art, but never succeeded.
We appear to have some unwanted visitors in the halls of torment. Let's make them feel welcome. Your friend always has an opportunity to bring him up. All he needs to do is reveal the location of the amulet of Kings, and you can all be on your merry way. hold of torment alive.
Just tell me where the amulet is and we can be together forever, Sai. Isn't that what we both
Sounded like
want?
my voice. What's going on? I never said that.
Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Where is the amulet? If you tell me, this will all be over, and we can finally be together. Intruders! They're after the amulet. Don't worry, my love. My sisters will deal with these. She seems to be drawing power from those stones. Destroy them, quickly! That's not me. I'll protect you, my love. I don't understand. Sai and me. Deal with them. You'll be safe here, my love.
Once again, come, my friend. Time for your next segment.
Vestige, hold a moment. my hands on Menomarco, I'm gonna slice that traitor stem to sternum and wash my hands in his body cavity! How should I know? Sai and I are friends. Good friends, nothing more. What? No! Our friendship is based on honor and loyalty, not foolish games of love. I'm sorry.
We don't get many visitors in the halls of torment, but there's always room for a few more permanent residents. Such tenacity, such ambition, such bravery. Such a pity we're going to skin you alive and feast on your intestines.
The Amulet of King!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? This can all be over if you just tell me. You can finally rest. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Sai?
Have I been here 2 years? Or 2,000 years? I can no longer tell. But I will never break. Never!
protect me! I should have never trusted you! You failed me, Sai. Why didn't you protect me? I should have never trusted you! I should have never trusted you!
Dares to defy the Duchess of Anguish? I will tear at you. What death do you prefer, mortal? Slow and painful or quick and painful? I think I'll kill you quickly, then resurrect you and kill you slowly. An eternity of agony. It will be glorious.
Sai is in pain. Release his bonds, quickly.
I do not know you. Why are you here? Who sent you? The Emperor? He lives? This day is filled with wonders. They tortured me for many months. Years, perhaps. But I did not break my vow. My strength is returned.
You have done it, Vestige. Bring him through the portal, quickly. Sai Sahan. The minds of some men we must recover. Sai, lock me.
I owe you my life. My lord calls it story. The path ahead of us is a dark one.
there you are. Come.
Traveler,
We must
a
talk.
moment of your time.
Honor and faith to you, my friend. An old friend, Kasura, dwells there. Before I was captured, I placed an enchanted ring in her keeping. The ring is a key of sorts. Without it, we will not be able to open the secret chamber. She was my first mentor and instructor. A true master of blades. She still trains young swordsmen in the valley, though she deems worthy of her instruction. Swordsmanship, but much more than that. Her teachings revolve around a trinity of body, blade, and brilliance. The sword singers of old were said to be masters of all three. Oh, look, there will be time for questions later. Are you ready to depart?
I'll open a portal to hasten your journey.
smell the scent of burning embers in the air? Oh, we may be in for a treat if Kasura is teaching the firewalk. The Abbey is just down the path. I cannot say. I've never known these mountains to experience earthquakes. It is tradition for Redguard men to shave their heads, following a time of great trials. I shaved mine long ago, when I failed in the task to restore. There is an old Redguard proverb. A man is only as great as the beard that wears him. A full and healthy beard carries with it a sense of great honor and wisdom. Also, a few have tried, but a fool and his fingers are quickly parted. The Abbey is just down the path. It is strange to return to these mountains. Memories of youth flood my mind, each one bringing its own sorrow or its own smile.
Oh, joy. We've been here less than 5 minutes and Sahan is already getting maudlin and weepy.
Shut up, Tharn. Don't let him get to you, Sai. Let him roll his eyes. Maybe he'll find a brain back there.
What is this? Quickly, we must find Kasura!
So much destruction. What could have done this?
I'm afraid I've seen this before. Keep an eye skyward, Titanborn. Oh, I'm startled.
Kasura! There!
Sai Sahan.
Kasura, are you injured?
Cultists. They
What
attacked
happened?
the Abbey. So many of my students have fallen.
The Abbey is in ruins, Kasura. How could they?
Gigantic beast. Like nothing I've ever seen. Cultists. They're opening rift to oblivion.
Save your strength, Kasura. We will make them pay. I promise you.
It's only a trap if you don't know about it.
Trap?
I assume everything.
This valley was so beautiful.
It's a challenge.
Look at it now.
In the name of Moloch Baal, come forth and destroy his enemies!
This valley was so beautiful. Look at it now.
Heed me, Daedric minions, and obey! Hosts of Oblivion, come forth and feast. Sai Sahan and company at last. My pet has been waiting for you.
Eye skyward. Here it comes.
How many more of your friends must die, Sai Sahan? Where is the Amulet of Kings?
Well fought. My injuries are not serious. What are a few more scars to an old warrior? Scars have the virtue of reminding us that our past is real. My students, and my home, have not fared half so well. I'm glad to see you. I did not find the Ring of Stendarr's mercy. But now that the King of Worms knows you are here, it is only a matter of time before he launches another attack. Indeed. Follow me. The hidden entrance.
Why would a crypt need a secret entrance?
It's a wonder there's an unplundered crypt in all of Skyrim. You Nords could learn a thing or two from the builders of Hammerfell.
Perhaps Hammerfell could also teach Nibene the virtue of good manners.
Here we are. Watch your step as you descend.
Tread lightly. Few living have been permitted to walk among these honored dead. Vad Hunding, son of Frandar do Hunding, Helhanse no Shira, the greatest of the Sword Saints. The hearth of every household in Hammerfell has a small alcove containing a copy of his father's greatest work, the Book of Circles. Anse Kalam, master of polearms, and his daughter, Ra'adia. They swept through these mountain passes like a tempest, driving out the bandit tribes that had harassed our people for by the sword of my father, Nazir Ataf Sahan. I pledge myself to the destruction of Manimarco, and the liberation of Tamriel from the tyranny of the god of schemes, Molad Bal.
The ring is yours. Thank you.
I knew you would lead me to the ring eventually.
Your presence defiles this place, Manimarco.
Give me the ring, and I might spare your pathetic lives.
We struck down your Titan, and we'll strike you down soon enough.
The Titan was a prelude of what's to come if you continue to defy me.
Defy you? Your delusions of godhood are laughable, you ignominious corpse herder.
Very well, then. I'll simply take the ring from your corpses.
Blasphemy! How dare you raise the honored dead to fight your battle!
From the most powerful necromancer in all of Tamriel, you might reconsider hiding it in a bloody tomb.
banish Manamarco's blasphemy!
The ring is ours for the time being. Guard it well. You must return. Lord Varen has been absent.
The damage is great, but if you had not arrived when you did, there would be nothing left to rebuild. Be safe in the coming days, my friends.
In my mind's eye, I witnessed your battle with the worm cult, and with the I witnessed the Titan's assault, and sensed the death. Vestige, meet me at the Harborage. We are ready to reclaim the Amulet of Kings. And so we've come for... Perhaps, but I wonder. It was a holy city. It is in the mountain.
The time has come for us to enter the catacombs of Sancretor. Do not underestimate the dangers that await us. In ages past, Sancretor was a place of light, but I fear that is no longer the case. We must be prepared for anything. I have been through much, but this body is tougher than the great oaks of Valenwood. I go with neither hope nor fear. It is useless to guess at a future that has yet to be written. You may hope if you wish, my friend. I will not judge. My Lord Varen will open a gateway to Sancretor. The catacombs contain... It is written that Alessia received the divine. We should avoid the Crypt of Heroes. I saw enough angry dead there to fill 9 lifetimes. Kasura and I barely escaped with our lives. We will enter through the inner courtyard and avoid it entirely.
The portal is open. Go now. Return with the Amulet of Kings.
Could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up,
Shut
Tharn.
up, Tharn.
You to Sancretor, old friends. Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
How did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every movement? Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Moloch Ball, demands it. Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines.
You mean your ward of Stendar, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
Metamarco has been watching our every move. Metamarco may be powerful enough to break through Stendarr's ward eventually. We must make our way to the inner courtyard. From there...
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo. Far stronger and more flexible than we might appear.
I find it hilarious that Metamarco chose such a massive projected appearance. He's obviously overcompensating for something.
Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place where the dead are restless and angry.
Wandering into a crypt when a necromancer is about? Your curiosity will be your undoing. Rise up, fallen heroes! Kill the intruders! Impressive. But allow me to raise an enemy that will offer a bit more of a challenge. Persistent, aren't you?
Amulet of
Do you
Kings
really
is under
think you can
protection of
keep me from
Stendar's war.
acquiring the
It
amulet?
will never be yours.
Ah, Sai. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendar. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem. Will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Manimako.
Please, a moment, my friends. I must rest before we continue.
Are you all right? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods, I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
Set's tear. I've pushed that voice. I will make... The shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I have a surprise for you, Sai. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Dragon Guard? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
Again. I have no wish to disfigure the corpses of my own comrades in the Dragon Guard. We must consecrate the shrine. One more
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. A puzzle of sorts. The altar is on the far side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
A lever.
Kill them! These consecrations, we beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the Vault of Kings.
corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel.
You mean a crypt filled
It
with
must
the
feel very
rotting
much like
corpses
home
of
to you,
inbred kings
Titanfall.
and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
It is much more pleasant in the summer months.
Your pathetic efforts will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be
Sword of
mine.
my father, you will not win, Anamarco.
Soon, you will know the extent of my power and bow before me. Through the power of the Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Manimarco as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Manimarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
By all means, my old friends. Try and stop me.
There it is. The shrines have been consecrated in Stendarr's name. Now you must use the Ring of Stendarr's mercy to open the vault doors. Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring at the doors to lift. Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
Necromancer Tamriel has ever known. This is merely a transition. My first step towards true immortality. Now witness my true power! Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood!
Worm! You think you can betray the Lord of brutality and domination without consequence? You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion to serve as a warning to others.
Everything Menemato did was designed to pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
We're finished here. It's time to go home.
It is done. Sahan, I've not forgotten, Vestige. It is another piece of the puzzle, and we shall address it in due time. But for now, let us... Assemble once more. Welcome back, Vestige. As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath of Molog Baal. The power of it, that is the grim truth of the matter. But the Amulet of Kings is in our possession, and there is still much to do. In my sleep, I hear his tormented screams, and Molog Baal forces... Behold the fate of the King of Worms.
Please, no more! It was a misunderstanding, Great One! Let me serve you! Let me prove my loyalty! No more, I beg of you!
Marco's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set an example. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayers. I cannot help you.
Sahan has something to ask.
Give the Red Guard your time.
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Divad, tells us that destiny's a chain, forged one link at a time. Our chain is nearly complete. There is but one link remaining. It is you, my friend. You are the link. I will not bore you with effusive praise, but state it plainly. You are a great warrior and a trusted friend. And we would like to extend you an offer. When Emperor Varen first brought the 5 companions together, he did so in the hope of creating a Tamriel where all men could live freely and safely beneath one banner. The 5 companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own, the Worm King Mannimarco. All that came after was the result of one man's treachery. Now 4 of the 5 are reunited to right that great wrong. But destiny requires a 5th. We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then. Don't look so grave. This is largely symbolic. My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Sahan. We are equals now.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade, only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we 4 have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth, and loyalty, and justice. I, Sahan, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day by the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorkhan. May our blade of fellowship be forged anew, and may the vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip. We may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Sahan is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play along.
We stand united once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the God of Schemes!
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go. It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father used to say that if you avoid all of life's abrasions, you'll never be polished enough to shine. We must be pretty damn shiny by now. I've been thinking about our adventures. Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molag Bal. Bloody business war. That was me? What? No. Can you imagine it? Lyris Titanborn, shepherd, farmer, housewife. I need to be out in the wind and wild. That's the real test of character. Anyone can face adversity, but give them power, and you'll see. Oh, lots of... One last thing. You like mead? Never? Mead is the honeyed kiss of the gods that... Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention. Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever... The farmer doesn't... I suppose it is. First, the plane meld must be... Then, and only then, can you take... I know more about the day with the amulet. The ritual we perform, only if we use it here. Calling upon... More specifically, one of our 3 companions. I suspect that's why they're so nauseatingly over-appreciative and fawning. Of course it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the 5 will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the Vestige arrived. And I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, and so I am not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Manimarco's doing, not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own backside again.
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I'm the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here. I have some final words for you. It appears we have come full circle, Vestige. That millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly make such a sacrifice. As Tharn has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Cold Harbor. You must be part of it. When the plane meld has been thwarted,
So, going toe-to-toe with the big bad then, are you?
Good. I found you. Speak with me a moment, if you would. Greetings. I am Vanus Galarian, head of the Mages Guild. Yes, it's high time Tamriel was free of Molongbal's grip. The Anchors, the Daedra, the Undead, they devastate our fragile mortal plane. I have a plan, and I want you to meet with Copper Daria, leader of the Ring of Daggers. She'll be at the Mages Guild in Daggerfall City. Even Emmerich's personal agents think my idea is sound. I'll be along shortly. I just have a few final preparations to make.
They are, bro, but it's not even like that. Like, it's not even like that, bro.
That's all because our motherfuckers went to prison and got connected, that's all.
Yeah, they got shipped out to the other state prisons, and they decided to bring Surra up there, but changed the flag color and shit, like, they started tripping. We didn't like that shit, bro. None of us did. We were like, what the fuck is this? They're all fucking pussies, too.
They kind of got forced to, actually.
Yeah, no, I understand. Like, there's some cool homeboys out there, but
they weren't allowed to bang unless they.
About time you got here. Name's Daria, but my friends call me Copper. I head up the Ring of Daggers, the King's espionage agency. You're looking for Vanus, right? I'll eat sand before I give orders to the King's right hand. You want to help Vanus with his crazy plan? Be my guest. Really? So, what's the bet?
100 gold says there's an attempt on our lives within the week.
That's a sucker bet. The hidden armigers have hit us at least once a week for the past 3 months.
All right. 300 says that when the Dominion spies contact us, it'll be Cariel, not Razumdarth.
Cariel? That wench knows better than to show her face around me. Mark my words, I'm going to have to hunt her down to slit her
And
throat.
after you do, that 300 gold will buy you enough ale to celebrate for a year.
I'll take that bet.
And share the ale if you win. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do.
Apologies for my lateness. Thank you for coming so quickly, champion. Trust, as always. The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody. and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Cold Harbor without making themselves vulnerable. You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected, you have a reputation. They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Stirk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Stirk. That's all I ask. I'll open the portal. I think it's best that I travel with you and make introductions as a neutral party.
Watch yourselves, outsiders. Give us a good reason and the Armigers will cut you down where you stand.
We'll burn you.
And shatter you.
Any questions? I didn't think so.
Silence, Thrush. Master Galarian, please continue.
My companion hopes to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
I have heard tales of this one. The Skald King favors the bold, even among his enemies. Come, champion, let us speak. I will stay your execution since you came all this way. But choose your words carefully. I'm not a patient king. Yes, well, I am both suspicious and curious. If you are an assassin, though, get on with it. But remember this, you're coming to Sovngarde with me. To fear death is to fear life. I am Nord. When my time comes, I will embrace it. Who? The three alliances? Has magical travel rattled your brain? Speak plainly. What do you ask of me? Where the Old Flag's army was born. If the other leaders agree, I will attend. If nothing else...
That went well, I think. Shall... Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk. Vanus is a dear man. In many ways, he is family to me. Since he has given you his trust, I'm willing to set aside our differences. But under different circumstances, you and I would be sworn enemies. Well spoken and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary. A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide. Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn. Master. What did you wish to speak with me about? And you need all 3 of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting? A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
I didn't think it possible. Well done!
Tell the lovely Copper Daria that this one looks forward to seeing her light figure in
Raz,
tight leathers.
inappropriate.
All 3 leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part. Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But then?
The word has been given.
A moment, please! I'll wait for you on the other side.
Our representative, Captain Alfari, is in charge of security on Stirk. He assures us that all is well there, but keep your wits about you. Good luck.
Welcome to the island. I'm told. 2 kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you. Sir, look! It's Lady Laurent!
Careful with that, you clumsy fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
Vanus Galarian as I live and breathe! Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant. Stibbins, haven't you finished tying those bags yet? Oh, you really are hopeless.
Farewell, milady. We must dash. We're expected at the summit. Wonderful. It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger the Artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you
The summit
away
is
from your
just
toys,
ahead.
Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day. The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
Captain Alfari, has the island been secured?
Aye. All ships in the area have been diverted away from the island, and the wards are in place.
And the Alliance leaders?
They'll be here any moment. You three should get over there as soon as you can.
We're on our way. Thank you, Captain. We must make haste.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial city. I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the Ruby Throne. Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my Lion Guard.
This is going about, even if we can, an interesting...
Your king? Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against. Your king? Is there? What did you have in mind? Perhaps. But we don't know enough. Well, it's certainly not what they'll be expecting.
Savior, but what about wizards and mercenaries? Again, how dare?
This meeting feels... That's more than I don't doubt their commitment.
Any luck? Or are they... I hope they come with very good... I have an ill...
He has arrived. I can't.
Chaldean! What's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! So very sad. All of Nirn shall be mine.
Protect the leader. Meet Molag Bal.
thought we were safe here. Agreed. Yes, after that... Honored leaders! You have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor!
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather and protect us all.